Argentina 3, Egypt 2. Lionel Messi and his boys came back from a 2-goal down to win against the Pharaoh and Mohamed Salah 3-2 and qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup quarterfinal, which they are going to play against Switzerland. Switzerland beat Colombia. They played 120 minutes without scoring a goal and they won in the penalty shootout 4-3. We're going to try to analyze this game today because, as usual, every time Argentina play, there is always inconsistency. There is always complaining from the opposing team, the neutral, and some fan. People would say, well, you're just Ronaldo fan, you're a hater, you don't like Argentinian. Yes, I'm a Ronaldo fan, and yes, I'm a hater, but I hate Argentina for different reason, right? Because historically, when I went to college, I learned why Argentina always had only white player. They don't have a black people or not a lot of black people in their country. And when I learned about the history of that, I cannot in good conscience support a country like that because I'm a black, I don't hate myself, so I don't support country like that. So we are not here to talk about politic, even though Donald Trump tried to put politic in this game. But we're here. We're going to analyze this game. We're going to analyze why the Egyptian fan, why the Egyptian coach, and the neutral are complaining on the internet about the inconsistency of the VAR and how the referee officiate Argentinian game. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2026 FIFA World Cup last 16 match analysis between Argentina and Egypt. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the world of soccer. If you're not allowed to subscribe, do me a favor. Subscribe, like, and share this with your friend. Without wasting any time, let's start with the game itself. I mean, a lot of people want to blame everything on the referee. For me personally, I won't do that because I think Egyptian need to take some blame. Or African have to take some blame. Because we saw a lot of African countries losing the games in the last 10 minutes. That is not Argentinian. That is not the referee. We saw Ivory Coast losing to Norway 2-1 in the last 5 minutes. We saw Senegal in 2-0 like 5 minutes before the game. They ended up losing it. We saw Ghana losing in the last 10 minutes. We saw Congo losing against England in the last 10 minutes. And we saw Cape Verde losing to Argentina after equalizing, so they couldn't keep it up. And the latest is Egypt losing 3-2. Because until 80 minutes, Egypt had 2-0 lead. Argentina scored 3 goals in less than 13 minutes. That's not on the referee. I get it. There has been a lot of inconsistency. Argentina should have get a red card because Medina slapped the Egyptian goal number 8. I think the number 8 name is, what his name? What is it? He's a 28. Sure. He slapped him. Medina slapped him. The referee did not get the card. They didn't even check it. All right. And Egypt scored the first goal. Before the goal, Messi missed a penalty, which made him the only player in the history missing back-to-back penalty in a World Cup. But his stat is good. I don't think he cared about that because they won 3-2. He had like 8 goals, 1 assist. Even though they tried to give him the assist like Romeo, the goal that Cape Verde score on themselves, they gave it to Messi. Since that, I say, yo, what FIFA are doing? Since when we register an own goal from the guy who assisted it? Like, since when? But that just tell you how ridiculous FIFA is at the moment. Because when I saw after the game, there's a video on the internet where Infantino, the FIFA president, saying he's so afraid for the Argentinian. That is suspicious because there is a conspiracy theory saying FIFA are helping Argentina. And when you cannot help yourself to just say, yeah, it is true. Because there's a lot of things that doesn't make sense, right? So Messi missed the penalty and Yasser Ibrahim scored in the 15th minute. Beautiful goal. Egyptian scored really beautiful goals. A nice header, an assist from Fatih. No, it's not Fatih, it's Hani. And that's, I think this is the second or third assist of the tournament. And Yassin Ibrahim scored it. And of course, we know the Argentinian gonna react, right? But Egyptians were playing good. They didn't care if you were Argentinian or not. But the referee wasn't helping them. Just like at the end of the game where the Egyptian player was saying, this is not fair. It's unfair. The game wasn't fair. The referee was against us since the beginning. So the Egyptians were playing with 12 verse 11, right? Plus the racist fan understand because those guys are racist as hell. Argentina are racist as well. They're calling people names. They're calling them, like in the Cape Verde game, they were telling people to go back to the zoo. So like that's why I don't understand why a black people will be supporting that team. I have a friend who support them because of Messi. You do you, right? But I don't because I don't like the way they treat people like me. I don't care like why people can do it. They can do it, right? Because for me, when I see Argentina, I think Argentina is the team of the elite, right? You go to the pundit, they be sitting on TV there. Like if there is something bad, they don't talk about it. Because yesterday, the Argentinian game, when it's finished, I watched CBS or NBC like Fox Sport, the Cherry and Ibrahimovic. They talked about the achievement of Argentina. They never talked about the Egyptian complaint. They just talked about the goals, how good it was, how great it was, and then boom, they moved on. They didn't go deep analysis like they went deep analysis about Argentina. And we know how good Cherari is in deep analyzing games. And they didn't even touch it. Because that before Egypt scored their second goal, they score another goal that got cancelled by the VAR, Zico. I have no problem with the goal being cancelled, right? Because there's a lot of variant complaint, a lot of variant explanation why the goal was cancelled. It was a foul on Fernandez when they took the ball. He stepped on the player. But the Argentina had like more than 3 or 4 times to get the ball before that goal was scored. The guy who took the ball there didn't do the assist, didn't score the goal because the play changed at least 3 times before they scored the goal. It was a beautiful goal. They took us from us because of that action. I said, okay, that's okay. You take the goal out. It's okay. It's still 1-0. I know Egyptian in Africa, they are one of the best team in defending. Egypt in Tunisia, they have this stereotype when they score on you dead. Like when they score one goal in you, it's over. And then when I saw after they took that goal away, and then boom, like a 10 or 20 minutes later, they scored the second goal by Zico, the same player, even a better goal. That's I said, okay, cancel this one. You crazy people. They did not because that goal was legit and it was 2-0. I was like, at that point, I said, okay, are we going to lose all the superstars in this World Cup? We lost Neymar, we lost Luka Modric, we lost Cristiano Ronaldo, we lost James, and now we're going to lose Lionel Messi. I know FIFA won't let that happen, you know. But Egyptian helped them that happen because Egypt, they decide to stop playing to just step back and watch. And Lionel Messi came from the number 10 role to his favorite position, which is the left wing. And they gave him ton of space. You can hate Messi, right? But you have to respect his talent. You cannot give him space in that moment. He's 39, but he's better than a lot of players. He's better than any player there already because he already have 8 goals, 1 assist, and that first goal was a cross where like nobody stepped in to defend. And Romeo scored it. So like it was 2-1. I said, okay, 2-1. You have a 10 minute to defend this. At least go to the extra time, right? And then boom, Messi scored. It was a beautiful goal, beautiful strike. Messi scored, equalized 2-2. At that point, I said, okay, Egypt is gonna lose this game, all right? Because the momentum was on the Argentinian side. They have the referee, they have the FIFA, they have their fan. So like it was hard for Egypt to stay in the game. But for me, the mistake was them letting them play. You cannot just take the ball, kick out, and expect those guys not do anything with that. They took advantage of it because they dropped too much. Egypt dropped too much. And the third goal coming in, that was the main complaint from the Egyptian and the fan, even for me. Because for me, there was a penalty. McAllister like pushed the defense. He didn't even push him. He catch him by the jersey, put him down so he cannot go for the ball. That was a penalty. And Mohamed Salah got another ball before Argentina scored. He got the ball, he controlled it. McAllister, the same guy, came on. He kicked the dude a fit, just like the Egyptian kicked Martinez foot in the 56, 57 minute. So I said, okay, this happened in the same game. Letexi gonna address it because Letexi is a really good referee. He's a French, he's a good referee. And I was like, okay, he gonna just surely like they're gonna call VAR to check it at least. If you don't check the penalty on the striker on like in the 18, check that because he really hit him. People say, whoa, he didn't have the ball. No, he pushed Mohamed Salah was turning to pick up the ball. He pushed him, he kicked him, the dude went down. That's a football. People will say it's soft. No, it's not soft. You kicked him. It doesn't matter because that is the rule. You don't kick someone on the 18. And they didn't do anything. And they went on to score that goal. Enzo Fernandez, he's a Chelsea player. But you know, like I said, I don't support Argentina. I never support them. I will never support them, right? That is not about soccer. For me, that's for different reason. And he scored a goal And yeah, 3-2. I say, okay, that is a beautiful goal. It's a counter attack. I don't know why Egyptians are up there like that. Why would you go up like that in the last minute of the game? But I say, okay, maybe the VAR are gonna check it, right? Because the Egyptian was asking for it. They ask for it. So like when the player are complaining, the rule is every time there is a goal, you check the goal. Every goal. Like it doesn't matter if it's a League One, Premier League, World Cup, Euro. If there is a goal, they check the goal. They didn't check it. The taxi told Mohamed Salah, no foul, go. So they didn't check the VAR. Even though they were asked, we saw Messi just ask them, hey, check the VAR. There was foul. They went and check it. And the Egyptian asked for it. They did not even listen to them. And every Egyptian got yellow card, which is another crazy part about Argentina don't get card. They play however they want. There's no consequences. I checked some stat. Argentina is a one yellow card every 22 foul. In contrary, England is a one yellow card every 7 game. And there's another crazy stat about penalty. You know, Messi missed already 2 penalty in this World Cup. Brazil, since they started playing in this World Cup, they had 15 penalty in their history. Argentina, from the last World Cup in this World Cup alone, they got 9 freaking penalty. So it's just crazy how FIFA just helped them, right? I think, like I said, Argentina is the elite team. The pundit, FIFA, and all those rich people will support them, which bring me about like some other country, like in the Middle East. Whatever they do, there is no problem, right? The Europeans support them no matter what they do. They support them. That's how I feel about Argentina. Whatever they do is okay. You know, they can be aggressive. They can do anti football, anti soccer action. Nothing gonna happen to them because they know the refereeing, like everyone will support it. The elite will support it. I know we the fan, we're gonna be here crying every day. We can do shit. We're gonna just watch it. They are the one who decide. We saw how Donald Trump corrupted the guy. He just wanna pick up the phone and call them, and they did what he asked them. So who gonna tell you if someone tell you where Argentina are doing the same? Who gonna say no? Because we already saw it happen, and we're watching the game, we're seeing the action that are taking place, and there is no consequence of them. You know, so like it is hard to defend them, even for Argentinian fan. I've been watching a lot of people on the internet. You know, I'm not going to lie to anybody. So yo, you know, I'm not Messi fan, bro. I don't like it. Well, I don't hate the guy. You know, I just don't like where he come from. Right? I just don't like where he come from. That's it. Because there was a time I booked the ticket. I wanted to go watch Boca Junior and River play game. And then that I was a sophomore in college. And then when I took like Latin history, and then I saw all that, I said, yo, I'm not going, man. I gave my ticket to my friend, like a French guy and his girlfriend. They went. I didn't go. I canceled it. Right. So for me, there's a reason that I don't support like that. And then I just think people who support them, especially black people, is because they don't know the history. Because if you know the history and then you still support them, you hate yourself, man. You need to check yourself because there is not a sport that make me forget the suffering of real people because this is just a game. This is just a game. It's just like the Roman Colosseum when people just come in and then fight the emperor will enjoy it. That's the same thing. That's what FIFA are standing for. That's what the world leader do. They just bring a game in their country and then they do whatever they want, right? So for me, like I said, the second game wasn't that crazy. It's 0-0. Switzerland qualified. We're going to see them play against Argentina, which will be the first time Argentina will be playing a proper team. Because the last time, they didn't play any proper team. They didn't play a single European team since the World Cup started, right? So we're going to see when they play against Switzerland. That's a kind of different structure. I don't know if Switzerland have a 2-goal lead, if Argentina going to come back from that. But we will see. So anyway, this is what I have for you guys. Let me know below what you think about the analysis, and do you think Argentina are being helped by the referee? Do you think FIFA are conspiring to make it easy for them? All right. So let me know below. We will be there on Thursday because there's no game on Wednesday. So we're gonna be there on Thursday to talk about France, Morocco, and the rest of the game. You stay connected, stay safe. Peace.